Happy Sunday. Today is a day off, which doesn't happen very often, so I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be good. It's about 8:30 right now. The plans for today are that I have brunch with a friend at 11:30 in Tampa. And then other than that, I have the day free. So naturally, what I decided to do, I have all these recipes that I've pinned and I've saved that I've been meaning to try for a long time. But because I'm always busy with the bakery, I never have the time to actually try them, both for incorporating them into the menu and just for enjoying it myself. So today I have a few recipes that I want to try out. There is a custard recipe, an egg and croissant bake, obviously being a vegan egg. Figured I'd bring you guys along on this day off. There will be some personal things, some recipes. If it all works out, then you guys will have those recipes too. So let's get this day started. So I just realized that I did not fill up my tank yesterday. You know when you go like, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow has come and I did not fill up my tank. So I need to find a gas station. Ooh, looks like there's one coming up and I'm gonna be 5 minutes late now. Tank is full. Slight delay, but that's what you do when you don't plan. So, all right, now off to Tampa. And we're done with brunch. I hope you guys can hear me because it's kind of loud in the street, but that was so good. Food was awesome, and I love seeing Robbie. Hanging out with him always makes me so happy. He's just a positive person, you know? It's good to keep those people around. So, now that that's done, heading back to St. Pete and get started on those recipes, huh? Now I just had like the just egg over here and that sandwich, and it was so good, and now it got me inspired to try my own at home. So I won't be trying any of the recipes, but I'll be making them. So let's do this. It was a perfect brunch on a Sunday. I loved every minute of it. But I am very, very full now. So I think first order of business is going to be changing into some leggings because these jeans are very tight right now. And then after that, we can get started on those recipes I talked about earlier. I'm definitely not hungry. I definitely cannot eat anything, but we can make things that I can eat later. So, you know. I dressed a lot more comfortably now. I got to hang out for a little bit and just like watch an episode of Emily in Paris just to relax a bit. And now I'm ready to get to those recipes. So I have two recipes that I want to try out. So the first one, I saw this recipe on Pinterest and it was completely not vegan. It was just like a croissant bake. It had eggs and croissants and onions, and it had ham in it too. Obviously, all of those things are not vegan. I wanted to try out doing that with the just egg, which I just had for brunch and can taste just like a real omelet. My vegan croissants, of course, which I always have extras lying around the house. Onions are good. And then I wanted to substitute the ham. I was thinking of putting some chopped tomatoes in there. And then I have bacon bits in here. Bacon bits, I know it sounds like it shouldn't be, but it's vegan. Let's see. So this is it. It's texturized soy flour, canola oil, salt, caramel color, yeast extract, natural and artificial flavor. Anyways, I don't think anyone was looking at this and thinking that it was actually real bacon, but I figured there would be some meat involved. Turns out there isn't. It's soy. So it's vegan. I even looked it up, and on the PETA website, it said that it was vegan. So we're good to go. So I figured I'd put some of this in there. I have no idea if it's going to turn out good or not. If not, it will go in the garbage. If it's good, then it will be my dinner. And then the second recipe that I want to try out is a vegan custard, but we'll get to that next. So first of all, let's do this egg thing. So I have the just egg, I have the tomatoes. So let's just get to chopping the ingredients and getting it prepped before I put it on the pan and in the oven. So there's no need to hate on my onion chopping technique. I know this is not the most professional way to do it. I never went to culinary school and I'm okay with that. I'm a baker, not a chef. Here's the cast iron pan that I never use, but we're gonna need this. Medium low, that seems about right. I don't think we ever talked in here about how I'm not the greatest cook. Obviously a good baker, have my own bakery. Not the greatest cook, so we'll see how this turns out. But yeah, I think medium low seems about right. Some olive oil, that seems right. To heat up the pan a little bit, and I have the oven preheating, so that's good. Let's just wait till that gets hot. Oh, and the croissants, where are the croissants? So I have leftover croissants. So whenever I bake croissants for the bakery, I always bake a few extras just in case one turns out looking not so great. And sometimes I eat them, sometimes I give them away to people. My neighbors are very well fed. And then sometimes I keep them for experiments like this. So these are a few days old actually, but when they get in the oven, they're gonna get soft again. I need to cut these guys in pieces actually. There's not that much space in that pan, so I think 2 will be enough. And then I remembered that I do have some vegan cheese in the fridge, so we're throwing that in there. We're just gonna throw it all in there and see what works. The oil is pretty warm by now, so let's throw this in. And for the read online, I looked up a recipe for just egg frittata, and it just said to do it on the stovetop until the edges and like in the bottom set, and then to put it in the oven. So that's what we're gonna do. What am I doing wrong? If I can ever get it open, then yeah, we can get started on this. Maybe I should have gone with a more pretty and sophisticated pattern to things, like made a design. It just doesn't matter. Because I'm gonna cover it with cheese and stuff, so it doesn't even matter. We'll just go with the rustic approach. Should I put the cheese and then the tomatoes? Or tomatoes and then cheese? Let's go tomatoes and then cheese. Alright. And then, oh no, this cheese has gone bad. Never mind about the cheese. But I do have the Parmesan style that I know is not bad because I used it yesterday and it was brand new. So just gonna sprinkle that instead of the cheddar style. All right, it looks like the bottom has set. Oh, and the bacon bits. I forgot about the bacon bits. All right, in the oven it goes. How long? 10 minutes? That seems about right. You're just so sweet. You're just so sweet. We're beeping. It looks like an omelet. It also looks like it could use a few more minutes in there. Like maybe 5 more minutes, I don't know. Oh, the egg part is definitely cooked. Croissants are toasty. The cheese is not quite melted yet. So 5 more minutes. Maybe 2 more minutes, like 5 might be a bit much actually. This is not bad. Wonder how it tastes. I mean, obviously we're gonna have to wait till it cools a bit for me to taste it, but it's looking legit. I think it worked. I think while it cools, I'll work on the custard. So background story with the custard. I've tried custard before and it did not turn out well. It either came out like super gummy and like a what is that word? Gelatin, like a gelatin taste, or it came out runny and watery and not right. Either way, the taste was off. So there's another blogger that I follow called A Virtual Vegan, and hers looked really good. I follow her on Instagram, and her recipe looked really good. So I printed it out. It seems pretty straightforward. Cornstarch, sugar, sea salt. She does have turmeric to add color to it, but because I'm not a fan, I'm going to use yellow food coloring because it's just so it doesn't look super white. Plant milk, so I'm using coconut milk because in the recipe she says that that's the best kind, and vanilla extract, vegan butter. So we're good to go. Here's my plans for this custard if it works out. If the custard works out, here's what I have planned for it. I'm thinking in the same way that I have the chocolate deluxe croissants that have ganache inside of them, I'm thinking a jam and custard croissant. That would be so good. So good, like a blackberry jam and a vanilla custard. Stop it. That would be so good. So I really hope it works. Let's see. Okay, so add cornstarch, sugar, salt, and turmeric, which we're not using, to a saucepan. Add a little of the milk very gradually, stirring as you go. I'm doing the complete opposite of what the instructions said. She said not to be too aggressive with the stirring, so let's calm down. All right. So now place over medium low and stir gently but constantly, making sure you cover the bottom surface of the entire pan with your stirs. Do not stop stirring or lumps will form. Yes, ma'am. Keep going until you have a smooth, thick custard. So that should be it. It should take about 10 minutes. It'll be like a thick sauce. So we got custard going over here. And the egg thing looking great over here. I'm kind of excited about trying that soon. But first we must finish this. Look, it's clumping. Why? Don't do this to me. All right, let's add the butter and see if we can salvage this. 2 tablespoons. Fuck, where are my tablespoons? 2 tablespoons of butter. 1 and 2. Don't you dare boil on me. You're not supposed to boil. It's on low, man. Calm down. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Oh my god, full panic mode over here. I just really hope this goes well. Okay. Oh, the clumps are starting to get stuck to the spoon. It's lumpy. It's definitely very lumpy. Okay. Okay, now the whole thing is thickening up a bit and it's not looking as lumpy. Oh, maybe this will work out after all. Yeah, this whole thing is, ooh. Oh, this is exciting. Look at that. Okay, okay. Dude, this is looking good. This is like smooth. Look at that. It's definitely the right texture. I want to try it, but I can see the steam coming out of it. And I would definitely burn myself if I tried to try it. All right, I think this is good. Let's take this out. Just a little bit, because we don't want it to be... That's a bit. Okay, can you see it? See how it's like more yellow now? This is definitely looking more like custard. At first it was like, wow, it's really yellow, but now it's getting to the right color. Look at this. This is like legit, like custard. I can't wait to taste this. Like, it has the right color, it has the right texture. It's definitely better than the ones I've done before. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Look at this. This is, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. So now, all that's left to do, it's very hot though still. The texture is definitely like custard. Let's taste the other frittata thing. All right, so it looks the part for sure. It smells really, really good. Okay, here it goes. This is so good. It's so good. I mean, how could it not? I mean, all of the elements are delicious. This is really good. This is definitely going in the menu, not for the bakery, but just in my personal menu of things that I do and bring to brunch. This is definitely making it. This is so good. I cannot wait to see what that custard tastes like when it's cold, because it's really good when it's warm too. But I'm just a cold custard kind of gal, you know? So I think we're just gonna wrap this vlog over here. Let's quit on a high note. With all the recipes working out, let's just quit over here and explore further in another video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I am always posting recipes and tips on how to bake vegan in vlogs from behind the scenes of running a bakery here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and there is more to come. So I will talk to you guys soon. Until then, stay curious.